Philip was sitting at the control desk. He was listening to the radio. PX75 was Leon's number. Philip turned the dials of the radio. The voice became clearer.
"Hello, PX75, said Philip. "This is Base. What's your message? Over." "Hello, Base. PX75 here. Pedro speaking. Can you hear me?" "Loud and clear, Pedro. What's your message? Over." "We're in trouble," said Pedro. "The bridge over the River Sandano is broken. Joe and Leon are on a rock in the middle of the river. They are above the waterfall. Can you send help? Over." "River Sandano, near bridge, above waterfall." "Okay, Pedro. Help is coming. Over."
Pedro climbed down the hill to the broken bridge. Manuel was waiting on the other side of the river. Pedro shouted and Manuel waved. Both men looked down the river. The water was rising fast, and the rock looked very small now. On the rock, Joe was holding Leon in his arms. Leon's arm was covered in blood. His eyes were closed, and he did not move. Then Joe heard the noise. A helicopter. It was high above the broken bridge.
"A helicopter!"
Joe shouted.
"Leon, look!"
But Leon's eyes were closed, and he said nothing. The helicopter was soon over the rock. A rope was lowered, and Joe held it. Then he tied it round Leon. Joe held Leon with one hand, and he held the rope with the other. Slowly, the two men were lifted in the air. Leon woke up slowly. He was still half asleep.
"Where am I?"
he asked. Then he remembered the rock and the helicopter and Joe.
"Joe!"
he shouted out.
"Where's Joe?"
"Don't worry," said a voice.
"I'm not dead yet."
Leon opened his eyes fully and saw Joe. Joe was smiling. Pedro and Manuel were standing next to him. The four men were in a hut at base. Leon was lying in bed, and his arm was in plaster.
"You'll feel better in a few days, Leon," said Joe. "I feel better now," said Leon. "But I need a drink." "Water?" asked Manuel. "No, not water," replied Leon. "I don't want to see water again, not for a long time."
And they all laughed.